Welcome back to Hardball. As President Trump seemed to shift his Syrian policy from one of passive observation to active engagement, his chief strategist today, Steve Bannon, was missing from the audience. That's out in the Rose Garden today. A White House source told NBC News that Bannon, who today was removed from the President's National Security Council, quote, only does foreign leader things that are vital. Well, according to NBC, he's attended every press conference but this one. The president's most trusted allies, Jared and Ivanka Kushner, were in the front row, of course, today. Politico is reporting that Jared Kushner and Steve Bannon have been clashing lately, and one person familiar with Kushner's thinking tells Politico that Kushner believes Bannon is more of a problem than Reince Priebus. I guess Reince Priebus is considered a big problem. For more, I'm joined by our roundtable, Jason Johnson, politics editor for TheRoot.com, Michelle Bernard, president of the Bernard Center for Women, and John Brabender, Republican strategist. By the way, Michelle, you have the same deal as King Abdullah, right? You cannot be defeated for re-election. Let me start with you, Michelle. And this Bannon thing, I love it. Yeah. Because I think Bannon had a lot to do with this guy, Cohen, who was feeding all this little material in the middle of the night to Nunes. He made Nunes look like a dunce. He humiliated him by bringing in, made the president look peripherally like a dunce. Yeah. This caper that everybody unraveled in a matter of days or hours made the president look like he was weirdly goofy, not the kind of guy he wants to look like. I would blame Bannon. Well, and now he's been downgraded.
Well, he's been downgraded. Now, you know, according to the Wall Street Journal, I just want to tell you,
he's a Leninist, by the way.
As a matter of deflection, the Wall Street Journal has Bannon being quoted as saying that Susan Rice, of course, everything is Susan Rice's fault, was operationalized the National Security Council, and he was put on to de-operationalize.
Well, he's operationalized
it. And now the General McMaster
But Michelle, that's what he did do.
Well, he said he was
supposed to be advisors, not running around midnight briefings.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying, here's the blame game. He says he was brought on to ensure the operationalization.
Okay, Michelle, the problem with their cover story, 2 months ago, they got rid of Michael Flynn, the guy he was in there to watch.
Yes.
Jason, 2 months ago, the guy who's supposed to be the commissar on keeping his eye on left. Right. So this excuse they've come up with, he's been downgraded.
He's been downgraded. He's embarrassed. He's not invited to the parties the way he used to be.
Jared's out to get him, too.
Right. Also remember today. I mean, in the front row, you showed it. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I mean, I think it's really important. Kushner and his wife were sitting in the front row on the White House lawn today. Steve Bannon is an avowed anti-Semite. How on earth would Kushner and his wife be able to work with a man?
Steve Bannon's an avowed anti-Semite?
I mean, he's a member of the alt-right.
He vows this? He's really that bad?
Yes, he really is that bad.
I don't want to make light of it. I didn't hear that before, but go ahead.
I mean, look, he's a member of the alt-right. I don't think he should have been in the administration to begin with, given a lot of his associations, given what Breitbart did. But here's the other thing to remember. As long as maybe he's being embarrassed publicly now, maybe he's been taken off of NatSec. He didn't go to many meetings anyway, according to most reports. He only went to one meeting. But at the end of the day, as long as he's still got open door privileges, this might be one of those, oh, don't throw me in the Briar Patch thing. It didn't seem like he really cared about being on that committee.
Oh, yeah.
And even,
that's easy to say. All I know is when you go back and look at the clips, it was the biggest deal in the world when he got on that thing. And everybody said, how can you let some pal, some operative, into national security decisions? John Brabender, Brabender, do you like this guy, Steve Bannon? You like the cut of his jib? It looks to me like he's a super nationalist and probably some weird kind of Leninist, he says, because he wants to destroy all government institutions.
Yeah, let's be first a little fair to him.
Well,
you know, it wasn't like they took Bob from season 2 of The Apprentice, who got thrown off after the first episode, and put him on the National Security Council.
You're putting down Omarosa.
Well, my point is, here's somebody that was an officer in the Navy. Here's somebody that had a master's degree in foreign affairs, all that type of stuff. So he had credibility.
Oh, we're in the credentials now.
I think everybody's missing the bigger story.
Okay.
The bigger story is there's a reset going on. I think the administration is very frustrated that their agenda is not going the way they thought. I think that they believe and they learned.
Who's the they, by the way? Who is part of the existing?
Well, I think Trump is.
Yeah, after Trump. Who else besides him? Ivanka?
I think probably Ivanka and Jared Kushner.
Yeah, and if you look at the campaign, it's always the kids that show the frustration. But
it's the Romanovs. It's the royal Russian family.
Every campaign does this in the first 60 days.
Okay.
And what they're doing is saying, look, Steve Bannon, what is he? He's a strategist, a tactician.
But what's left?
Let's get him out there. You know, let's not put him inside the administration.
But what's left, John? What do they have left? When they get rid of Bannon, they got rid of Michael
They didn't get rid of him. They reassigned him to say, here's what you got to say.
Okay, I'm back to Michelle. Well, I know you've got Republican contacts. I don't see anybody who survives because it looks to me like the only ones surviving are family members.
Right.
Yes.
That's all they got. It's Uday and Kusei here.
Yes.
That's all they got.
And at this, General McMaster has survived. He got his way. He's got his people on the NSC in the places where they should be.
He looks tough.
Yeah.
I would
You guys are missing how loyal Trump is. You don't understand how loyal Trump is.
we get the loyalty, but
Here's what you have to understand, though. What they realized, and I'm glad
Are you
they
going to
did.
tell? Oh, let's go through loyalty. Giuliani, goodbye.
Right. Yes.
Christie.
Michael Flynn, goodbye. Governor Christie, goodbye.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No. They were never in.
Carter Page,
What
Roger
I'm saying
Stone.
is, what they understand is that the job is half about the legislation and half about getting the narrative out there. They knew they didn't get the narrative out there. Now they're moving people all around. They put Katie Walsh over at the super PAC.
Okay.
You know, all these things
Will they
that
get
they're
any
doing.
bills passed this year through the Congress?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one?
They will.
Give me what they'll get through.
I think health care will get through this year.
oh wow.
I don't think there's a chance of that happening.
I'll place a bet with
Anybody
you.
there was there, if you saw the
Showstopper,
job
John
that
Raybon
Mike
has made a
Pence
prediction.
did.
That's it. By the way, you don't need to tell me something because you've just done it. The rank sticking with us, and now these two will tell me something I don't know. By the way.